Some people just don't speak. I got an ex-roommate used to be like that. He's one of my best friends, but his way of saying, do this, do that, is not always easy, but I've learned him well enough now to know that he's just the way that he is. He's not trying to be, he's not going to be authoritative. That's just his nature. And okay, if Larry's in there, and right now you and he are having a little bit of trouble adjusting to each other, the two personalities are going to take a little bit of time to gel. Okay, you heard Larry was in there. Maybe the thing to do is go and see if he's there. If he is, then just come back a little bit later, so you don't have to say anything to him at all. And then wait, come back later, so that you don't have to have any sort of contact with him until you guys get to know each other. He's a good guy. You're a good guy. But it's 15 personalities in 15 different situations. Not everybody is going to say the right thing to each other all the time.
Okay,
yes,
but the number one, when you first came in, he had said that it was not my tone of voice, that what I said was disrespectful.
You said that.
And so I didn't raise my voice, and I didn't say. You said I have a short fuse. I don't have a short fuse. I have a very long fuse. But I do, when I like to keep things in perspective. I like to keep the truth the way the truth is, and so facts are need to be related the way that it went down.
Fuse may be long enough, but your personality can be aggressive at times.
I may be aggressive. I don't know. I am how I am, who I am. I talk to people like they're men. I don't talk to people like they're not men. I talk to people respectfully, and when I don't treat any, I don't push myself on anybody. I'm not aggressive towards anybody. I'm a very nice guy. And you need anybody needs help, I'm there.
You are a nice
okay.
guy.
Now this is the thing, is that he said that he admitted that it was not my tone of voice. But I had asked him to go get his clothes, and then he found that very disrespectful. And I don't agree with that. But by me telling him go get your clothes.
Maybe the more appropriate thing for you to have said, rather than go get your clothes, which does sound almost like an order, is just that my stuff will be out of the washer soon, and I'll put it in the dryer in a few minutes.
If I told you, go get your clothes, you're going to say, oh my God, you are being pushy, you're being aggressive, you're being abusive,
I don't think it's the proper way to say things. He says, are you done yet? Instead of saying, go get your clothes.
He didn't say, are you done yet? He said, I need to do my laundry.
All right, then just say, I'll be done in a few minutes. My stuff's in the washer. It'll be in the dryer. Not go get your clothes.
The thing was off. I was saying, if he wants to do laundry, then get your laundry.
Let him just do it in his own time.
Now, but the thing about it is now he has an inferiority complex. And I'm not going to get into all the psychological stuff, but I didn't disrespect him. I didn't say anything disrespectful to him. I didn't use a tone of voice that was disrespectful or hostile or anything like that.
Listen.
Okay, now the number two is when I finally go into the laundry, this soaking wet. And somebody turned it off during the rinse cycle. I went and got Jose. Jose looked at and it's still soapy and bleachy. But you know what? When I came back and I told all these people that somebody turned it off, but you know what? Instead of being confrontational, I went and I put them in the laundry like that. And Jose's my witness. And it was at 4:10, and he didn't come back and put his laundry until 4:28. Okay, that's what the fact is. I didn't do anything, and I try to be peaceful with everybody.
Again, I'm going to say people aren't really careful sometimes with how they deal with one another. Everyone that's in this house is here because they've had some sort of a run of things that haven't gone well in their lives, and they wind up getting here to get a chance to start over. People are possessive. People are protective. People are watching out for themselves.
It has nothing to do with me and how I talk to this guy.
I'm talking in general. And it does have something to do with everybody. You're in a group of situation here with a lot of men who have had a lot of things tough in their lives lately. So you just need to be really careful how you say things. I would not have said, go get your laundry. I would have said, hey, my stuff's in the washer right now. I'll be putting it in the dryer in 5 or 10 minutes. It'll be open then.
But I would have said, go get your laundry. And then I didn't do anything wrong.
It's just, I don't think that's the proper thing to say, though. It doesn't sound
right. It's disrespectful. It's improper. It's inappropriate.
What you're saying. It's not what you say. It's how you say it a lot of times.
You just said it was, I don't know, my tone didn't have nothing to do with it.
I didn't say tone. It's the words you choose, even. That sounds almost like I admit that sounds sort of like an order.
Well, go get your laundry. If you want to do laundry, you gotta bring it. I mean, come on, man.
The
Give me a
easiest thing to
break.
say, you won't listen to what I just said. The easiest thing would have been to say, my stuff's in the washer. It'll be in the dryer soon. It's open. Something like that. And you say it nice, and then it's...
I said, get your laundry nice. I told him, don't wash your face in the sink, in the kitchen sink nice. There's another bathroom, and there's other places to wash your face. And when he went coming into my room from the back door, I said nothing to him.
He shouldn't have gotten it up. He shouldn't have gotten
He said, it's 8 o'clock at night. He said, I'm barely waking up. I'm confused. And he's going in my... And I said nothing to him about that.
Walk in your room.
You open the door.
You open the door.
Accidentally, okay. Well, anyway, I didn't say anything about that.
And you know, the rules are you don't get in anybody else's room without permission. And if he knocks on your door...
But he was confused. No, it's from the back door. And there's no confusing that. I'm not...
You're one of the only ones here that's got 2 doors. Matter of fact, the only one here that has 2 doors.
Well, no, that's not true.
That go by the... Will you let people finish what they're saying?
There's a lot of people that have 2 doors.
You're the only one that's got a room that can be accessed by almost anybody going out on the driveway. Yes, he's got 2 doors there.
Downstairs.
2 rooms upstairs. But, you know, you just got to be respectful.
So you're saying you're buying that he was confused.
I wouldn't have gone up to his outside door and said anything to him. You know, I would have knocked on the front door.
He opened the door, he was stepping in, and he saw me and he backed up.
Just remember, guys, this is a group. We're a group.
Anybody with the anybody with the least amount of common sense, with just a little bit, modicum of common sense, would say that's not.
You're insulting him right now by
how is that?
Anybody with the least amount of common sense.
Well, understand, and you didn't let me finish.
You interrupted me. I was speaking. And I don't like to be interrupted. When you said to him just now, anybody with the least amount of common sense, the implication
I'm
is...
talking about you, and you didn't let me finish.
The implication is that he doesn't have any common sense.
No, you didn't let me finish. Well, understand...
You're always right, Larry.
No, I'm not always right.
All right, neither am I. Neither am I. I make a lot of mistakes. I come down here and I try to understand and be friends with 16 people. And I try to be a middleman with a big family.
You're the house manager.
And I try to be fair. As I'm saying, all of us have to have respect for one another. We're all veterans. We all owe each other respect. We've all earned the right to be here. And everybody here you deserve to be here.
Okay, thank you. But I'll let you know, I'm not hassling anybody. I'm not on my agenda. I'm just trying to get along.
I wouldn't have said anything that sounds like an order like that. I would have said...
Well, go get your laundry.
8 or 10 times. I would have said, my stuff's in the washer. I'll put it in the dryer soon. Well, then the washer's open.
But, Kenny, you missed another point you're missing is that my laundry was soaked. So that means somebody turned it off.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. And
Jose is my witness on that, too.
And that kind of stuff, if I catch somebody harassing somebody else by...
I'm the one that's being harassed and making it look I'm the harasser. That's why I called Richard Sells. Then I went up to you and talked to you, and then you were upset because I knocked on the door to bring you the thing.
The last 2 weeks, I have been getting my door knocked. It's been knocked on more the last 2 weeks than it has the previous 10 months. I mean, it's like...
You're a house manager, though. You should expect that.
I don't expect that much.
You got 15 people there?
They've got a sign on his door saying, unless if it's after such and such at night, unless it's an emergency, do not knock on this door. And the weekends, you know, like that. I mean, yeah, I am. And I listen to you, but I was in the middle of downloading something. I just started downloading something when you knocked. Just timing. It was just bad timing. You knocked on the door right when I started to download something. I had to stop.
Yeah, I felt like you raised your voice. I felt like I did something. I felt bad, really. I did.
I didn't raise my voice. I just said I got to do something. I'm in the middle of doing something. And I was. And I had to speak out unless you could hear me over the television through the door. I had just started downloading something, and the door has been knocked on so much lately.
Well, I won't knock on it again.
And I come down here, and I try to be...
I usually send you email or text.
Yeah, you do. I try to be amenable and friendly to everybody, and I try to be respectful to everybody. But I also try to be fair, and I'm going to call things like they are, too. I got to do that. I've got to do that to be fair.
Yeah. Well, be fair. I didn't expect that, man.
Okay, but I'm saying that be careful with the words you choose.
I use my voice.
It's not to say, it's how you say it.
Right, I said it very nice.
And also, but Well, go get your laundry.
I didn't say that.
All
I
right.
told you when I said, well, go get your laundry.
Okay.
I said, go get your laundry. I didn't tell them. I don't talk like that to people.
I don't.
And-
I was
and-
exaggerating a
and-
little bit for sure. I exaggerate on that, but I wouldn't choose those words because it sounds like an order or a directive. I just be careful. That's
I
all.
mean,
Just be careful.
that's why I told Richard, I'm not talking to anybody around here. But he thought he talked to me. I didn't want to say anything to him, but he's talking to me, and the way that he talked to me, you know what? I'm gonna tell you the way that he talked to me. His voice and his tone was not nice.
Just be careful.
I'll let you know that.
That's all.
And it's me the one that's being wronged, and he was the one that was right. It was my words that were wrong, but you know what? The way he got at me, you shouldn't even said
Okay,
anything.
then it's a misunderstanding. And until you guys learn to get along, just be careful to say, that's all.
Yeah.
I know you're a good guy. He's a good guy with everybody. But I like everybody.